In this edition of Word Battle, we are going to examine the difference between the word envy and the word jealousy, the two of which often get confused with one another. The problem? Well, the words envy and jealousy are often used interchangeably with one another. However, the two words have subtle but distinct differences, and whilst this might not be a terribly big deal in casual conversations, it is important in other contexts. For example, the distinction is especially important in fields such as social work and psychology. What is the difference between envy and jealousy? Envy is longing for something that somebody else has. You might see somebody with a new car or a partner whom you're attracted to, and you want the things that they have. Inversely, jealousy is the fear of losing something that you already have. If, for example, you have a partner who flirts with other people, you might be jealous, meaning that you're scared of losing them. An example of envy, we might say that Caddy, our protagonist, is envious of Regina. Why? Because she is with Aaron. Now, within this context, Caddy is experiencing envy of Regina, but she's not jealous of Regina because she is not Aaron's girlfriend and is therefore not afraid of losing Aaron to her. She's simply jealous that Caddy has Aaron as a boyfriend and wants that for herself. Now, inversely, an example of jealousy might be that Regina, the antagonist, is jealous of Caddy, our protagonist, because she fears losing the title of Queen Bee. She might also be jealous of Caddy because she's scared of losing her boyfriend Aaron to Caddy. In these instances, Regina has something, the title of Queen Bee or her boyfriend Aaron, and she's worried about losing them to Caddy, and that would make her jealous. Distinguishing the difference between envy and jealousy is important in discourses about emotional regulation. People can cope with the emotional responses to the fear of losing something in various ways. However, coping with the longing for something one does not have may be quite different with regard to how one copes with it or cognizes and thinks about that feeling. This is especially important when discussing psychosocial interventions. These interventions might include cognitive behavioral therapy, also known as CBT, or dialectical behavior therapy, also known as DBT. For example, if you are jealous that you might lose your partner to somebody, one of the strategies that you could use is openly communicating your anxieties and the reasons for them to your partner. But that would not be your approach that you use if you are envious of somebody for what they have. Let's do a quick summary. When using the word envy, be sure that you are talking about longing for something that one does not have. Inversely, when using the word jealousy, be sure that it speaks to the fear of losing something that one already has in their life. Hopefully that clarifies the differences between envy and jealousy. If it doesn't, should you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below and we'll get back to them as soon as possible. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.